That's hard to do, but it's clear. No, it ain't really like that.
Let me ask you this. I don't want to waste a lot of your time.
Don't say I don't want to waste. I didn't say that. You guys have got an accent. You got to break it. You got to beat it. You got to try your hardest. If you guys worked for me, 6-pack or you're fired. I'd fire you. Pack the bags, they're out. And I know some of you guys are like, I would sue you. Yeah, I know you would. I just want to smack the hell out of you. If you're playing casual, you got to wake up and get focused. I changed my life getting fit. So get in shape, stay freaking elite. Be a walking billboard of human excellence. If somebody kidnapped your family and said they were going to kill them if you didn't sell 40 cars, could you sell 40?
Well guys, it looks like we yet again have a new wannabe alpha male lunatic that we've got to go ahead and address. And the complete doofus that we have today follows the typical alpha male script to where he goes ahead and makes up some random ass story just so that you'll buy into his course. And while doing so, he of course tries to act hard and acts like he's the baddest man to ever touch this planet. And just like all of the other typical alpha males, he of course does this while just being bald as a motherfucker, which for some damn reason has just become a trend. So with all of that in mind, the man that I am referring to goes by Elliott on Instagram, aka that guy who got famous for saying that he will fire anyone in his company that doesn't have a 6-pack, when he himself is another roid shot in the ass from having a heart attack.
If you guys worked for me, 6-pack or you're fired. I'd fire you. Pack the bags, they're out. And I know some of you guys are like, I would sue you. Yeah, I know you would. I just want to smack the hell out of you. If you're playing casual, you got to wake up and get focused. I changed my life getting fit. So get in shape, stay freaking elite. Be a walking billboard of human excellence.
And Andy here is just a different breed of alpha male. Because instead of selling courses that just teach you how to become a fitness guru, Andy is out here selling courses that teach you how to be a sales guru. And man, does he just do it all in the goofiest way possible. And is overall just out here giving people some downright terrible advice and following the usual grift that most alpha males do, except with his little sales twist. And just to give you an example of the type of bullshit that Andy is constantly on, he is out here making statements to people, and instead of guaranteeing that you're going to be making 10 grand a month, Andy just steps it up and states that if you're not making $500,000 a year, then you need to listen to his little promotion and go ahead and text the word sales and text his number so that you can get onto his team.
Okay guys, if you're earning less than 500 grand a year, I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care if you work at Taco Bell. I don't care if you're a manager for XYZ company. If you're earning less than $500,000 a year, I can fix that right now. It's very simple. Learn the art of sales. Guys, I'm putting on a one-day event. It's going to be in July 12th, Scottsdale, Arizona. This is the USA World Sales Summit. So follow me. If you're inside the United States, if you can make it to the United States, there's going to be 500 people in my headquarters, the Lion's Den, in Scottsdale, Arizona, spending from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. with me all day. You learn the art of sales. I have people right now that are hiring you all around the world. You can earn $1 million everywhere. All you got to do is learn it. So I don't care what you know. If you're in the sales industry, you have to be here. But if you're not earning what you want, you have to be here. Guys, you see the number below? Text right now the word sales and I'll send you the details.
And you see, making these goofy ass posts to where he is pretty much saying that if you go to this little seminar, you could be making 40 grand a month, because that's about how much 500,000 a year is, isn't Andy's only strategy for going ahead and getting people to buy into his program and go to his little conferences. Because he is also making constant posts on Instagram where he has taken another page out of the alpha male book and decides to make some of the biggest loads of bullshit that I think I have ever seen, where he'll show a supposed past client success story and just make some outrageous statement about them making an extreme amount of money in a short amount of time, and then hits you with the classic sales gimmick right at the end of it, making it feel even more fake and even more like bullshit, just to get as many more suckers as he can to buy into his little courses.
I don't know if you remember me.
I remember you.
But man, you changed my life. I'm 18, right? And I'm working in real estate. I have no experience. How do I build a brand if I have no experience? I don't know nothing about it, and I need time, like a few years, to be able to do it.
Number one, you don't need a few years. What you need to do right now is quit making an excuse that you're 18 years old. You need to realize the fact that you're 18, you're the luckiest son of a bitch in this room.
From the free class you did last time, and it closed 9 million USD. Since that class.
I believe you. I know how it
Thank
works.
you, man. Thank you.
You did a good job.
Thank you so much, man.
Bam! Did it again every single time. I always say this, one speaker, one training event, one class, just one can change your entire life. Man, also this kid, he tried to tell me why he's 18 years old, couldn't do this. I stopped him dead in his tracks. And I said, dude, don't give me that excuse. You gotta have a hard coach, someone that's gonna freaking push you. So what's your excuse today? How many videos are you gonna have to watch before you decide to change your life and kill the damn excuses? Like this kid did at 18 years old.
So as you can tell, Andy doesn't even try to make his skits realistic and is clearly just shooting for a young demographic that is too stupid to realize that there is no way in hell Andy's courses made this guy $9 million in only like 2 or 3 months. I mean, we are talking about an 18-year-old here who has absolutely no life experience that just randomly made this amount of money. So I know what you might be thinking. What in the hell could this goober's courses even possibly consist of to where he is just making abysmal statements like this, talking about $9 million being made by this 18-year-old and $500,000 in a year? And they pretty much just involve Andy walking around in the tightest clothing that he could possibly find and giving some goofy-ass advice that you could have gotten for free that pretty much just involves trying harder and trying like your family's on the line. And when he's not doing that, he's calling people a loser and stating that he's going to strip them down so that the entire world can just sit there and judge them and tell them who they really are.
Okay, how many cars do you sell a month? 10? Okay, can you sell 40 cars a month? But you're not selling 40 cars a month. If somebody kidnapped your family and said they were going to kill them if you didn't sell 40 cars, could you sell 40? Dude, if my family was on the line, I would sell 40. You would deliver 40, am I right? I need his back against the wall like that. Screw trying. We're done trying. I'm sick of people telling me they're trying. You're a loser, dude, and you don't like the way I'm talking to you? Go be a pussy somewhere else. If I went and pulled your bank statement, it will show me your shit's not together. I will see how much money you have saved. I will see if your house is paid off. I will see if your cars are paid off. I will see if your family's in a good place. I will strip you down butt naked. I will check your body fat.
Daddy, chill.
I will look to see if you're being an example to the world. I will go look at your relationships with everybody that you have around you. What you say about you doesn't matter. I will go ask everyone else what they think about you, and that's fucking who you are. Don't get fucking mad at me. You should be mad at you, and you're actually going to blame it on me because I said some shit that's the truth.
And when Andy isn't out here just basically making people pay him for some of the most basic ass life advice that I have ever seen, and when he isn't telling people to get their self-image from other people, which is probably the reason that this guy is so insecure, he is also just going complete Karen mode and screaming like a complete dipshit and getting his ego hurt when anyone would dare to talk during his presentations, which he of course ends up having to call them out and basically just bitches about it and ends up throwing just many little hissy fits. And the craziest part to me is there is actually people out here paying to not only receive some downright goofy ass advice like we just watched, but is also paying to basically get pulled out and made fun of in front of literally everyone else there, which has to be one of the biggest L's that I think I've ever seen.
Listen, everybody, you hear the people still talking? I'm screaming to the top of my lungs. Hey, this guy right here, come here. Hey, come here. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Come on, where are you going?
He's coming.
Let's go. Come here, right here. What's your name?
Ayman.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you come out here tonight to just distract people, or did you come out here tonight to learn?
No, to learn, to have an idea.
Why aren't you listening? It's funny until you live this life for the rest of your life. Hyman, are you inspiring anybody in this room? When you walk by them, are you a walking billboard and you're in great shape and you stop people and they're like, damn man, how do I look like you? Do you have a big business that is inspiring other people?
They have a picture.
Stop. What you say means nothing. What you do means everything. Right? Right? So everybody listen, you know what I'm sick of? Tonight, I planned on coming out here and sharing with everybody how you guys could do it. I want to share with every single one of you how you can have $0 in your pocket right now. $0 freaking dollars. You don't have a brand, you have no social media presence, and how you can build a $100 million business. But we got some people in the room that won't let us teach. Somebody tap someone on the shoulder, tell them shut up. Come on, all right. All right, here we go. We're gonna go back to the talkers. All right, guys, listen. Hey, do me a favor. I need 30 seconds. And then the people in here who are making over 100 million a year can talk. I'm not bullshit. Listen to me. Can somebody please tap the people on the shoulder next to you and say, shut up for 20 minutes. Tap, 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 tap him. He's talking to you, bro. Tap him. Tap him, tap him, tap her. Let's go. All right, now, let's go. Every freaking one of you in here is good at one thing. Am I right? What is it? One thing. Whatever skill you know, there's 8 billion people in this world. There's 100,000 people. They would love to be that good right now. You can get rich and monetize it. It's called cutting the check for speed.
And instead of cutting the check for speed, it seems like Andy cut the check for trend. And I don't know if all the testosterone has really been going to his head, but his old content used to be pretty decent. But recently he has just become pretty damn ego-filled, and in the past couple of years, he's just been doing shit like this nonstop. And doing these little sales gimmicks that you saw in the beginning, where he just makes absurd statements and promises, but just gives this basic ass information, or sits there and yells like a damn drill sergeant. And even though all of this has been goofy enough, it is definitely not the worst thing that Andy has done. Because during his little seminars, he has also done some really weird and out-of-pocket ass shit, like this right here, where he had his 12 and 9-year-old daughters showing off their abs to the entire audience. And I'm all for children being healthy, and I think it's good for them to be working out, but it just seems so fake in the sense that he was using them just to try and sell his message. And not only that, but you could clearly tell that his daughters were not fucking with it, and overall it was just weird as hell in general. And it was something that he was constantly posting on his Instagram page not too long ago, and has become something that has been constantly following this man around since he's done it.
Girls, show them the six-pack. Let's see if you got it. My daughters, Sophia and Kira, before we did this event, it was about 2 months ago, I said, hey, we're gonna go to Dubai. They're 12 and 9, and they're like eating junk food and running around like most kids. And I said, hey, you guys wanna really push yourself? I said, if you guys can get a six-pack by the David Goggins event, I'm gonna take you guys on a shopping spree with whatever you want. I don't care. Girls, show them the six-pack. Let's see if you got it. Don't be shy, show them your six-pack. She's 12 years old, she's 9 years old. And some of you are like, oh, put your daughter's clothes on. It's called fitness, idiot. I don't know what family you live in, but we're a fitness family. We take care of ourselves. We want to be an example for other kids. To give anybody a message, there's a mic, what would you say?
You have to stop wishing and you have to start working. Pain is temporary, but regret lasts forever.
Tell them like you want to change their life.
If you want respect, then earn it. Stop making excuses.
And like I said, I am all for kids getting in good shape and starting some exercising young if they're into it. And I myself even started lifting at a decently young age. But to go around and just parade them on stage and even bribe them in order to do it is probably giving them some pretty severe body image issues. And is just weird as hell in general to do, because you don't even know who's in that crowd. So this was definitely not a good look for Andy, and just added to the shit show that he has been becoming lately. And this still isn't where all of the goofiness and all of his shenanigans end, because he has even been also promoting this little AI bot and this little AI app and saying that you can test run it for free, where it is basically just him making the sales for people and using the basic dipshit tactics that all of these salesmen use. And overall, it's just goofy as fuck and another way for this guy to try to make as much money as he can.
I've had so many people say, Andy, I wish I could just call you and put you in front of my customer on the phone and have you close them. And now it's possible. I'm sorry, I've just put every other sales trainer out of business. I just released the Andy Elliott Digital Mind. I'm gonna give this to you guys for free.
Hey, what's the move today? Got something on your mind or just checking in?
I have a customer that reached out and they're inquiring about my online fitness training. I've explained to him how it'll change his whole life. It'll help him lose the 40 pounds, but he says the price is too high.
All right, here's how you hit him. Man, I get it. $5,000 sounds like a lot, but let me ask you something. What's it costing you to stay where you are? Not just in dollars, but in your life, your energy, your confidence, your kids looking up to you. You're 40 now, but what happens at 45 if nothing changes? Now, imagine this. 6 months from now, you're down 40 pounds. You're playing with your kids without getting winded. Your wife's looking at you like she did when you first got married. You're walking into work with your chest out because you feel like a badass again. That's not just fitness, man. That's your whole life changing. And that's what I'm offering you. Finally, close it with this. Look, I know $5,000 is an investment, but it's not about the money. It's about what you're worth. And I think you're worth it. And shut up. Let him sit in that. He's got to feel it. You with me?
There's going to be a link below down in the description box. Role play with it for 30 minutes for free. I want you to beat it up. I want you to give it your nastiest objections. I want you to give it any scenario. I don't care. Whatever it is. And I will close it.
And even in this, he is slightly misleading, because he states that he's given it to you for free, but really, it's just a free trial. And just shows how ridiculous this guy really is, to where he is going to every extent to just try to make money however the hell he can. Especially when that is the selling point that was just being used, where if you're on the receiving end of that, as a customer, you can clearly tell that the person is just trying to manipulate the shit out of you. And it seems that Andy isn't going to be stopping anytime soon, especially since he is still out here talking about how he's happy that he convinced an 18-year-old to pretty much just move to Dubai and leave basically everything, all in order to follow his sales plans, which I can tell you is probably not a good idea whatsoever, and is one of the easiest ways to go ahead and screw your life up, especially when you just have no plan in mind. And it just shows him going after these young 18-year-old demographics again, plainly because they just don't know any better.
18 years old, from Mississippi, just up and left his whole family to move to Dubai. I mean, bro, like, why didn't I think about that when I was 18? I mean, we're just in an era that's like, you can do whatever the hell you want as long as you have the courage to do it. Just think about it.
That's
18.
crazy.
He goes, dude, up and left my family, left everything, came down here. He said, you said stay in the gym, so I got a gym pass, and I'm gonna learn stuff.
As you can tell, this man here is just a character when it comes to alpha males, and just seems to be on a variety of bullshit at every turn, and is very easy to identify as a car salesman, because he uses a ton of the same bullshit language and gimmicks. And the sad part is, he does say a lot of things that is actually good advice and good things to note, but they then get overshadowed by all of this other bullshit that he's doing. And there's no need to be making these promises and making these promotions talking about $500,000 a year, especially when he does have good things to say and has said good things in the past. But with that said, I think I'm done with this goober, and I just had to cover him because he was such a damn character. So if you enjoyed, please drop the sub and the like, and I'm out. Watching Andy completely ruin his reputation over the last couple of years, and peace.
Let me ask you this. I don't want to waste a lot of your time.
Don't say I don't want to waste. I didn't say that. You guys have got an accent. You got to break it. You got to beat it. You got to try your hardest. Do you want to know how to fix this? What's your name?
My name is Inam.
Listen, Anam, I want you to understand something. It's not too good to be true. I have a 110% success rate in every one of our hair transplants that come straight out of Turkey. And by the way, if I have a little bit of an accent, it's because I talk to people all around the world and I speak 7 different languages. So if for some reason you can't understand me, just ask me to slow down. Is that okay? And by the way, I have some junior reps that know a little bit about the information. I've been in this business for X amount of years and all my clients have a high success rate. So if it's okay, I'd like to be the one to personally work with you. Is that okay? Look how fast I just shut his mouth out.